Mr. Sanjeev Puri, Vice President Mr. R. Mukundan, Director General Mr. Chandrajit Banerjee, Member of CII National Council, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to everyone. I thank the CII leadership for bringing their National Council meeting to Hyderabad, Telangana. After a decade of formation of the state, we have a much bigger dream now, Telangana rising. We have decided to build the fourth city, that is called Future City in Hyderabad. The Future City of Hyderabad will compete with New York, London, Tokyo, Seoul and Dubai. We want to build the greatest city in India. It will be only services sector. It will aim for total carbon zero. We are replacing all our 3,200 RTC buses with EV vehicles in Hyderabad. We removed registration and road tax on EVs. Telangana is the fastest growing zone for EV sales in India today. Hyderabad is making itself ready for a climate crisis. We want to become totally flood free. India's first city with a climate change strategy action. We are taking action now. Musi regeneration work has started. A 55-kilometer long river will soon flow here. We are ensuring drinking water supply for 2050 now. Regional ring planning is in process. A regional ring road will be 360 kilometers long. We are planning a regional ring railway around it. We will also have a radial roads connecting ORR and RRR, regional ring road. Between ORR and RRR will be manufacturing base, semi-urban, manufacturing and pharma, life sciences, aerospace, defense, EVs, solar, and so on. We have created a high focus on skills and jobs creation. My strategy is to become China plus one alternative for the world. Outside the RRR, that is rural Telangana, we will focus on agriculture, organic farming, cold storages, warehousing for farmers. As Telangana is a landlocked state, I am building both a dedicated highway and railway connect between a dry port here and the Machilipatnam seaport in Andhra Pradesh. All this is because of we have a dream called Telangana. We want our economy to grow and markets functions freely. We believe in balancing government, moderate taxes, high ease of doing business, and a robust growth. Please join me as Telangana means business. Together, we can do miracles. I will give you the highest ease of doing business, not just in India, but the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister, for your very sharp and visionary statement. I think it certainly would have brought in tremendous energy on to all the entrepreneurs and all the business leaders who are here. And I think your vision for net zero and sustainability is simply exemplary, and it completely energizes all of us. I know a lot of people would like to interact with you, so with your permission, if I could.
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. 5, 6 questions. Okay, no, do absolutely.
3, 4 questions, and then
it's fine. For 5.
Yeah. So we'll start with Kamal Bali, MD, Volvo.
Yeah, Honorable Chief Minister, as the President said, I think your statement and your vision was very inspiring and energizing. So thank you very much. When it comes to electric vehicles and the way you're looking at sustainable development of the urban ecosystem, can you suggest some of the things which companies like ours can do specifically, I belong to a company called Volvo. We can think of some joint initiatives to make this journey faster and smarter. Thank you.
So we'll.
Jayesh will address, then I will.
So, Mr. Bali, the Chief Minister already alluded in his speech that different interventions will be made to achieve net zero. That is the climate action plan.
Right.
EVs will play a very important role. As Honorable Chief Minister pointed out, all the road transport buses which currently run on diesel, they will all be phased out. In fact, in 2 years, we are phasing out each of these buses, make them electric. You would have also noticed that in Hyderabad city, auto rickshaws are a major source of public transport. Most of them run on diesel. Honorable CM has about a couple of months ago introduced a scheme of retrofitting. So all auto rickshaws which retrofit into batteries, government will provide some financial support for retrofitting. All new auto rickshaws which will come, they have to be compulsorily electric. And to promote more and more EV adoption amongst private owners of four-wheelers, two-wheelers, as Honorable CM pointed out, the registration tax and road tax has been exempt for another 2 years. So every person who buys a new vehicle need not pay all these taxes, etc.
Thank you.
Actually, our plan is that Hyderabad has to improve. Why? Because of we are seeing Delhi, we are seeing Mumbai and Bangalore. So we wanted to learn something from Delhi and other cities. Now we are going to Chandramandal, but we have not learned how to live in our own place. So this is what I'm trying to improve my ecosystem with climate, whatever climate changes are there, and what is our necessities or future plan. So we are planning for that. We are there to support. If we have any proposals or suggestions to improve Hyderabad city. Hyderabad is having an outer ring road. It's around 160 kilometers all around the Hyderabad. Inside of the ORR is core urban region. So I wanted to shift all diesel vehicles from this core urban region. RTC or autos or private taxis also I wanted to move all these vehicles outside of the outer ring road. So we have our own plans. So anyway, we are going to make Telangana Rising 2050. Our plan is for 2050. So if there is any suggestion from your side, give us, you feel free. Telangana is there to implement your suggestions. If it is reasonable, definitely we want to take your suggestions. If there is anything, let me know. My government is there to take your suggestions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, with certain states, with governments, we are working on a vision for 2047 and 2050 as a joint working group and a joint state level task force under the chairmanship of the Chief Minister. Honorable Chief Minister, it will be just a suggestion to you and your colleagues if you could consider forming a joint task force with CII, sir, where we would work very strongly to see how we can take this vision forward. It's a national task force, it will be. We'll get the national players, as you are seeing in this house today. And we will bring in them to meet with you from time to time to see somehow from skilling to industry to education to healthcare, we can cover each sector of your priorities, agriculture, and bring investments as well as to see how we can work together for your vision.
Sure. Thank you. Welcome. Yeah, you can. Yeah, no problem. No.
So I'm now going to request Swati Selgaonkar. She's the CMD of the Selgaonkar Group from Goa. And after that, request Dinesh from the TVS Supply Chain Solutions, then Rakesh Mittal from Airtel, and Narendran MD, Tata Steel. So in that order. So Swati, first over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, and thank you, Honorable CM, for your words. I think definitely very inspiring to see the vision that you have for the state. I think my only sort of question or suggestion would be around the area of women empowerment, particularly participation of women in the workforce. Because if you see, India's numbers are not very great compared to other G20 nations, and I think it could be an important driver in economic growth. So if you could take that into consideration as you formulate your policies and also look at the infrastructure going forward, I think that would be a great step in that direction.
Sure. Actually, we have planned for self-help groups. Now I have 67 lakh members in self-help group, women empowerment. And second thing, all whatever the government institutions are there, like collectorates and SP office or any other government places are there, we have given those canteens to these self-help groups. And moreover, now we have focused on solar power generation. Now we have given 1000 megawatts to these self-help groups. So they are tomorrow onwards they are the producers of the solar power. So at the same time, from here just walkable distance, I know you know that high-tech city. Adjacent to high-tech city, I have given 3.5 acres to these self-help groups to promote their products, whatever they are manufacturing, whatever they are creating a new art forms. So we have given that property to these self-help groups. So everywhere, and moreover, we are focusing on schools and colleges where SC, ST, BC and minority girls are there in government schools. Now we have increased diet charges 40%, and we have increased to 200% for cosmetic charges. All these to improve their education, their living life, and entrepreneur things. So now we are more focusing on women. My target is 1 crore. 1 crore కోటి మంది మహిళల్ని కోటీశ్వరులను చేయడం. So 1 crore women, we wanted to make sure they are crorepati. So for a crore, this is what our target. Next 4 years, I am going to implement this scheme for women empowerment in rural. Urban, anyway, they have their own, they have their own exposure. But rural, nook and corner of Telangana, where tribes are there, remote areas are there, we are more focusing on rural women. Thank you.
Dinesh?
Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister. I think we are very much inspired by your vision and the speed of implementation. I think I wanted to cover the logistics sector and the supply chain side. As you know, there is now a lot of push of creating India as a hub for storing of spare parts and supplies to nearby countries. I think Telangana can take the lead in terms of adding and providing warehousing infrastructure and supporting that. I know you have been working separately on the logistics policy for warehousing, but this can be a special thrust which we can look at for creating this as a global storage hub for the world. The second point is you mentioned about sustainability transition. I think the biggest challenge these one vehicle, two vehicle operators face is the cost of the transition. So if the large supply chain companies can work in conjunction with the government and both finance and give them business, so that then the transition to the EV for the first and last mile delivery can happen faster, sir. So I think that is something which both from CII side, the Institute of Logistics, and from our own company, we'll be very happy to see how we can partner with you on that. Sure.
He's from TDS Logistics. So, Mr. Dinesh, as Chief Minister had mentioned in his speech, getting into net zero as a part of Telangana Rising 2050 will require multiple interventions. And I spoke earlier about passenger vehicles, but transport vehicles, logistic vehicles also will play a very important role. So the offer of CII's Institute of Logistics to partner with us, design a strategy for that will be definitely very welcome. But in general, you would have also known that because of the locational advantage of Hyderabad being in the center of the city, the one sector which